In the bustling city of Port Harcourt, there was a young boy named Chinedu. His father, a moderately wealthy businessman, lived in a large house on the outskirts of town, far removed from the crowded markets and daily hustle that defined his mother's. Chinedu's mother, Ngozi, was a determined and hardworking woman who sold perishable fruits at Mile 1 Market, a place where fresh produce piled high beneath the sun and sweat soaked through every fabric. Chinedu's father, though financially comfortable, was distant, often busy with his business ventures. He lived in a world of comfort while his mother, with her deep love and determination, raised Chinedu with whatever little she could afford. Every morning, before the sun had fully risen, Chinedu would help his mother sort through the fruits, tomatoes, pepper, onions, and melon and carry them to the busy market. They didn't have the luxury of fancy school bags or school lunches, but they had each other. The days were long. The sun blazed, and the market was crowded with customers haggling, while the fruits, if not sold in time, would spoil. Ngozi would barter and negotiate, always trying to make a little extra to feed herself and her son. On some days, they went to bed hungry, on others, they had just enough to get by. Chinedu knew his father had money, but he also understood that his father's wealth didn't mean much in the context of their daily struggle. When Chinedu would visit his father's house, he saw the large well-kept gardens, the shiny cars, and the polished floors. But he also saw the distance between him and his father, someone who was always too busy to really know him. One evening, as they sat in the small one-room apartment that doubled as both their living space and market stall, Chinedu asked his mother, "Why doesn't Daddy live with us? Why do we have to struggle so much?" Ngozi paused, wiping the sweat from her brow before replying softly, "Your father is successful, my son, but he is successful in his own way. He built his wealth, but wealth doesn't always bring happiness or make one a good father. It is love and hard work that will teach you how to survive, to make your own way in the world. Never forget, my son, that the fruit of your labor will always be sweeter when earned with integrity and love." Those words stuck with Chinedu. As he grew older, he began to see the world in a different light. He realized that while his father's wealth might have given him comfort, it was his mother's resilience and sacrifice that shaped the person he was becoming. He studied harder in school, eager to make something of himself, not just for the comforts of wealth, but for the pride of knowing he could carve his own path, just like his mother did every single day. Years later, Chinedu went on to become a successful entrepreneur. He made his first fortune, but unlike his father, he kept close to his roots. He often returned to Mile 1 Market, not just to remember his mother's struggles, but to give back, to support the small traders and those just like her who fought each day for survival. He knew that true success wasn't just about the money. It was about how you used it to uplift others and how you never forgot where you came from. And as he walked through the markets, he would sometimes catch sight of a familiar face. Someone who looked a lot like a young boy helping his mother, reminding him of the lessons of his own past.